Ilahi ta'ala, correct your intentions. Barakallahu fikum. Let's continue in the Tafsir of Surat Al-An'am. And we're going to start from the 56th ayah. The author says, starting with the word of God Almighty, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل إني نهيت أن أعبد الذين تدعون من دون الله قل إني نهيت أن أعبد الذين تدعون من دون الله. Say, O Muhammad, I was forbidden from worshiping those whom you call upon instead of Allah. Those whom you call upon and worship instead of Allah. We put in worship here. It's important to put in worship in parentheses here to thwart the deviance of the Wahhabis, who claim that mere calling is worship. Mere calling. So the calling that's mentioned here, الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ, those whom you call instead of Allah. The calling here means worshiping, not mere calling, not mere nida. Mere nida, mere calling is not worshiping someone. Their calling here is they're praying. They pray to other than Allah Ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was forbidden from this by intellectual evidence as well as by textual evidence. Yani, he knew by his sound mind not to worship other than God. And Allah revealed to him also the prohibition of worshiping other than him. قُل لَّا أَتَّبِعُ أَهْوَاءَكُمْ. Say, O Muhammad, I do not follow your desires, your preferences, you kuffar, those of you who defy the religion. You want something other than the religion. I do not follow your desires. I do not capitulate to you. I do not do what you prefer for me to do that's against the religion. Meaning that he does not follow the path they have taken in religion, which was they're following their desires instead of following the evidence. Referring to it as their desires clarifies the reason they went astray. Say, I do not follow your desires. Yani, like I just read for you. قَدْ ضَلَلْتُ إِذًا وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُهْتَدِينَ. I would have been astray if so. Had I followed your desires, I would have gone astray. And it would not have been I who was among the guided. And he means, to the contrary, I'm the one who is guided. قُلْ إِنِّي, Prophet Ibrahim said something similar. He said to his people that had he followed their way, then he wouldn't be the one who's guided. It means he's the one who's guided there. قُلْ إِنِّي عَلَى بَيِّنَةٍ مِّن رَّبِّي وَكَذَّبْتُم بِهِ. Say, O Muhammad, surely I am upon evidence revealed from my Lord. And you have belied it, that evidence, or you have belied him, and you have disbelieved in God. ما عندي ما تستعجلون به. I do not possess what torture you hasten. The torture that you hasten, the torture that you ask for sarcastically, I don't possess it. Inil hukmu illa lillah. The judgment of that and of everything else is not but for Allah. It is only for Allah to judge when the torture shall strike. Yaqussul haqq. He manifests the truth in its proper place. Allah makes everything fall into its proper time in accordance with His wisdom and destiny. His wisdom is His destiny. He makes everything line up as it should, and He makes everything fall where it should. This is the meaning of Yaqussul haqq, which literally means, would literally translate as He follows the traces of the truth, or He tracks the truth. Yaqussul haqq. Like what's in Surat al-Kahf. Remember when Musa was on a journey to find a scholar and he took with him his lad, and then in one part of their journey they went too far, so Musa asked for lunch, and that's when his lad told him about the strange thing that happened with the fish. If you remember that story, you remember. Now I can't go into it. So then Musa said, that's what we were looking for. So he knew they went too far. فَارْتَدَّا عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِمَا قَصَصًا. Then they went back on their traces, tracking their own traces. قَصَصًا, like here. يَقُصُّ الْحَقَّ, in very literal sense, would mean he follows the traces of the truth, or he tracks the truth. And it means what we said. He makes everything happen as it should, when it should, where it should, according to his wisdom and his destiny. And his wisdom is his destiny. وَهُوَ خَيْرُ الْفَاصِلِينَ. And he is the best of judges. The best fasil, the best of the fasils. A fasil, in a literal sense, is a barrier, a partition, like a wall, something between two things. Subhanallah. I wonder, how does Wahhabi explain this ayah? وَهُوَ خَيْرُ الْفَاصِلِينَ. He is the best of the partitions, or he will make ta'wil for this ayah. I have a feeling Wahhabi makes ta'wil for this ayah. We make ta'wil for this ayah. It means that he decrees matters, and thus he is the best of judges, making one thing one way and making one thing another way. قل لو أن عندي ما تستعجلون به لقضي الأمر بيني وبينكم. قل لو أن عندي ما تستعجلون به لقضي الأمر بيني وبينكم. Say, O Muhammad, had I possessed what you hasten, had I had control of the torture that you sarcastically ask for, the matter would be finalized between me and you, because I would unleash it upon you and relieve myself of you. So that's an ayah from the Quran, in which the Prophet ﷺ was commanded to express terms of being fed up with the kuffar. Because in this ayah, he was commanded to tell them, if I could bring the torture that you sarcastically hasten, I would have brought it upon you and wiped you out. Wallahu a'lamu bil-zalimin. And Allah knows best about when He shall punish the unjust. So He will unleash the torture upon them at a time that He knows is most afflicting. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. And He has the keys to the unseen. No one knows them but He. What does it mean to say He has the keys to the unseen? The keys to the unseen may refer to Allah's vaults of torment and provision, or could refer to what is unknown to the creations among reward and punishment and death times and various circumstances. Saying that the unseen has keys is a metaphor. So then that's another proof that there is majaz in the Quran for any Wahhabi who would claim that there's no majaz, no figure of speech in the Quran. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب. Sorry, I hope I didn't recite that long every time. I think I did. وعنده مفا وعنده مفاتيح الغيب. There's no ya here. I think I said مفاتيح. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. He has the keys to the unseen. So the unseen in a literal sense does not really have keys. The significance of the metaphor, yani the meaning of the metaphor, is that a key is the tool by which one gains access to what is locked away. Whoever knows the keys of what is locked away and how to open those locks has access to it. And even someone could have keys but doesn't know what they go to. So what is meant is that Allah alone is the one who knows the unseen entirely, and none of it is withheld from Him. لا يعلمها إلا هو. None knows it but He. ويعلم ما في البر والبحر. And He knows what is on land and at sea. وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها. Not a leaf falls, but that He knows it. ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. Not a leaf falls, but that He knows it. Nor is there a seed within the darknesses of the earth, nor a thing moist or a thing dry. Yani, nor a thing moist or dry, but that it is in a clear record, which is the guarded tablet. You might recognize this. So I knew these words from the Aqidah of Ibn Asakir. And I didn't even know that that was from the Quran. I hadn't heard Surat al-An'am before I heard the Aqidah of Ibn Asakir. So, but the thing was, and whenever I would hear the Aqidah of Ibn Asakir, whenever we get to this part, I said, that's the nicest part of the whole Aqidah of Ibn Asakir. I said to myself, wow, this part, Allah really made the author say the nicest words. Turns out it's from the Quran. ويعلم ما في البر والبحر وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل. And he it is who takes your soul in the night. But when the soul departs the body upon sleep, it does not completely disengage. Rather, it is still connected to the body. The soul will still be connected to the body by the navel. It's like there's a tether. So, I didn't see it translated like this in any of the translations, but one might say, he it is who makes you die at night. And what it means is, he it is who takes your soul at night. And it means here, he makes you fall asleep. And your soul will not be completely disengaged from your body. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا جَرَحْتُم بِالنَّهَارِ And he knows what you committed during the day. Yani, whatever you did, whatever you acquired of deeds, he knows it. ثُمَّ يَبْعَثُكُمْ فِيهِ Then he revives you in the day. لِيُقْضَى أَجَلٌ مُسَمَّى So that a named term will be fulfilled. Okay. So, he it is who takes your soul at night. He it is who makes you fall asleep. And then your soul will leave your body, but it will still be tethered by the navel. And he knows what you commit during the day. ثُمَّ يَبْعَثُكُمْ فِيهِ Then he revives you in it. Then he revives you in the day, meaning that he wakes you up. Allah makes you wake up, and he restores the spirit of your senses. It means he restores your senses for you. He makes your senses come back to you. Subhanallah. So when you wake up, and I remind myself, when you open your eyes, try to remember to mention Allah immediately. See if you can train yourself like that. Even if you just say Allah, or maybe you might say Bismillah, or Subhanallah, or whatever you choose. The goal here, the real goal is to remember Allah as soon as your senses come back to you when you wake up. Because maybe when you wake up, you might need a moment for your senses to come back to you. Just so you can get over the dizziness of sleep. Also, very useful for you. If you find yourself lazy, sluggish, like you don't want to get up out of the bed, what should you do? Say Subhanallah while you wipe your face 3 times. And you can say Bismillah while you wipe your face also. You don't have to blow. All you need to do is just say Bismillah. You have your hand going from your forehead down to your chin. while you're saying Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. And if you want, you can add or say instead, you can say both or say alternatively, Subhanallah, 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 wiping your face while you say it. Next thing you know, you're going to be on your feet. Inshallah, you watch and see. Probably before you know it, you're going to be standing up, moving. You say, oh, snap, I didn't even realize I got out of the bed. وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه. Then he revives you in the day. ليقضى أجل مسمى, so that a named term, a designated term, will be fulfilled. Meaning, so that you can continue your lives. So that you can continue your lives until your appointed death time comes. Yani, the meaning is, Allah makes you fall asleep in the night. And He makes you wake up in the day. And then you go about your life in the day until you sleep again. And then He makes you wake up and you go about your life once again the next day. And that's what you will do so that your life term, your appointed death time will come. Yani, so that you will spend the time of your life that has been designated for you, and then you will die. Subhanallah. And it was said that this ayat has in it taqdeem and ta'khir. Taqdeem means advancing, and ta'khir means delaying. This means that according to that, this verse has taqdeem and ta'khir in it. It means if you just shift some of the sentences, bring something that was delayed ahead of something else, and delay something that was advanced behind something else. So you're just going to reposition some of these sentences in the ayah, and by doing that, it will be deciphered. Then the ayat will be deciphered. And so according to that, the meaning is وَيَبْعَثُكُمْ فِي النَّهَارِ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا جَرَحْتُمْ فِيهِ. He it is who takes your soul at night, and then He revives you in the day, and He knows what you commit in it. So according to that, the first sentence in terms of the meaning would be وَهُوَ الَّذِي يَتَوَفَّاكُمْ بِاللَّيْلِ. He it is who takes your soul at night. ثُمَّ يَبْعَثُكُمْ. Then He revives you. بِالنَّهَارِ. In the daytime. Then He makes you wake up. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا جَرَحْتُمْ فِيهِ. And He knows what you commit in the daytime. I didn't say where your soul's going to be during the night. All I said was your soul will leave your body but still be attached. It will be tethered by the navel. That's all I mentioned. But you can follow up more if you want to ask. Where will it be? It could go very far. Could be close to your body, could go very far. ثم إليه مرجعكم ثم ينبئكم ثم إليه مرجعكم. Then, for His judgment is your return to life. ثم ينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Then he informs you of what you used to do. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. And he is the supreme, powerful dominator over his slaves. Over his slaves. فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. Over his slaves. According to the Wahhabis, the meaning is, he is the dominator existing over his slaves. To them, it means he is the dominator in a direction over his slaves. So that's a misinterpretation of the ayah. And this is one of the ayat that they're going to bring you to tell you that Allah is in a direction. They say, look here. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. He is the dominator over his slaves. I remember the first time I saw a Wahhabi. The first time I saw a Wahhabi produce this ayah as an evidence, I was baffled. I couldn't believe that his comprehension was so little that even this ayah, he can't understand it. It doesn't mean he is the dominator in a direction over his slaves. It means, Yani, the aboveness here refers back to the dominance. Because you say to dominate over. Who's the one who dominates over another? You say dominate on, dominate in, dominate next to? Yeah, you're going to say dominate over. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. He is the dominator over his slaves. So the aboveness here is linked to the dominance, not to a direction. آمين وفيكم. وهو القاهر فوق عباده ويرسل عليكم حفظه. And he is the supreme powerful dominator over his slaves. Yani, he's the one who has istiwa over the creations, over his slaves. He has the istiwa over his slaves, the qahr, the dominance. وَيُرْسِلُ عَلَيْكُمْ حَفَظَهُ. And he dispatches to you observing scribes, meaning angels who watch you and write down what you do. حتى إذا جاء أحدكم الموت توفته رسلنا. Until when death comes to one of you, our messengers will take his soul. وهم لا يفرطون. And they do not fall short. توفته رسلنا. Our messengers will take his soul. Who's the messengers? Who are Allah's messengers here? The angel of death and his assistants. وَهُمْ لَا يُفَرِّطُونَ. And they do not fall short. They never become sluggish, and they do not delay, nor are they negligent. So they're going to take your soul at the exact moment that's your death time. They will not make a mistake. ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق. ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق. Then they will be resurrected for the judgment of Allah, their Lord, Al-Haqq, the true and just God. Mawlahum, their Lord, their master, their owner. Al-Haqq, God, true and just God. Al-Haqq can mean the one who truly exists. Or Al-Haqq could mean the one who is just, the just one. And you won't be surprised if you see someone translate this name of Allah as the truth. So I don't think that's a good translation. What does that mean to say he is the truth? So what it means that he is al-haq is that he truly exists, or that he is just. ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين. Is it not that to him belongs the ruling? Bala, indeed, the ruling is his. He rules with whatever he wills. He makes a law whatever he wills. وَهُوَ أَسْرَعُ الْحَاسِبِينَ. And he is the fastest of reckoners. This ayah is a proof against the Wahhabi creed that Allah speaks Arabic and that Allah recites the Quran and that he says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Because if this is the speech of Allah, then Allah would not be the fastest of reckoners or the fastest questioner, not reckoner here. Yeah, no, questioners. A reckoner is someone who thinks that something is the case, someone who surmises something. So he reckons. But you can say reckoning, the reckoning means being judged in this context. وَهُوَ أَسْرَعُ الْحَاسِبِينَ. He is the fastest of questioners. Why? Because his speech is not like the speech of creations. In one moment, he can ask all the creations, all the humans and all the genies. So we're talking here billions and billions and billions from the time of Adam till the end of the world. And there's more genies than humans. Allah can question all of them in a moment. Therefore, his speech is not sentences. His speech is not words and with the meaning of units. His speech is not letters and sounds, or else he would not be the fastest questioner. Because he won't say, "Ya Ibrahim," without first finishing saying, "Ya Muhammad," for example. As long as if God spoke with language, then as long as he's saying "Ya Muhammad," he wouldn't be able to say "Ya Ibrahim." But when it was, since it is that Allah Ta'ala has the uncreated speech, it's not languages, it's not letters and sounds, then you know that when he questions the creations in the afterlife, it will be the fastest questioning, one that does not require units, word units, and sentences, and etc. Rather, for some short time during Judgment Day, for some short time, Allah will make the people hear his speech. And he will question the creations about their lives. And had he had a created speech, it would take him a long time just to question one person about all of his life. Let's say starting from when he was pubescent, might have become pubescent like 11 years old. So then he's going to be questioning about all his life in sentences. And letters, language, created letters and created languages? That's impossible. قل من ينجيكم من ظلمات البر والبحر. Say to the Meccans, O Muhammad, what saves you from the horrors of the darknesses of land and sea in your travels? تدعونه تضرعا وخفية تدعونه تضرعا وخفية, calling him openly, begging, and also silently, privately pleading. What did they say? Allah exposes them. لئن أنجانا من هذه لنكونن من الشاكرين. If God saves us from this, we will be so thankful. That's what a person would say. Oh God, if God just gets me out of this, I'll be so happy. I'll be so thankful. Oh God. قل الله ينجيكم منها ومن كل كرب. Say, O Muhammad, Allah is the one who will save you from them, from those horrors of land and sea, and from every calamity. ثم أنتم تشركون. But then you make partners for him. قل هو القادر على أن يبعث عليكم عذابا من فوقكم. Say, he is Al-Qadir, powerful one, having the power to send upon you a torture from above you. أو من تحت أرجلكم, or from beneath your feet. أو يلبسكم شيعا ويذيق بعضكم بأس بعض. Or he can mix you as factions and make you taste each other's wrath. Yani Allah can send you human beings to war with each other. And then this will be the calamity that you must deal with. And you shall taste each other's wrath. انظر كيف نصرف الآيات لعلكم يفقهون. Look, oh how we diversify the verses so that they understand. That what they have is falsehood. صدق الله العظيم.